it's Becca from All Shapes Yoga. Welcome to day 7 of our All Shapes Yoga challenge leading up to crow pose. So the last day of our crow pose and the last day of our All Shapes Yoga challenge sequence. I hope you guys have enjoyed it and thank you so much for supporting me, and I hope it's given you something to work towards in these really strange times. So let's get started. Let's warm up those wrists. So just come to all fours, fingertips facing the front of your mat, and just rocking backwards and forwards. Just waking up those wrists. Lovely. Let's turn those wrists inwards, so fingertips facing the knees, and let's rock forwards and backwards. Here. And let's point those fingers out to the edges of the mat, so pointing out either side and then just rocking from side to side. And then coming to face inwards, so fingertips facing each other, and again rock from side to side. Lovely. And then just come to a comfy seated position, and we're just going to twirl those wrists a little bit. First of all with our fingers open, and then creating a fist and roll them one way and the other way. Lovely. Okay, so coming on to the very tops of the hands. So coming on to the tops of the hands, we're going to rock forward once, and then we're just going to rock back and stay here. So you're going to feel the stretch all the way along this part of the hand. Just let it stretch, not too much weight, just enough so you can feel the stretch. If it ever hurts, just come out of it. Lovely. Just release, take any last little circles, twirls that you need to, and come down sitting on your bottom. So grab a block, a toilet roll, a book, whatever you need, and we're going to pop it in between our feet. So, in between our feet, knees a little bit open, back nice and long and tall. Relax the shoulders down, and let's bring our hands up like we're sort of miming on a wall, but also where we're going to cement those hands down when we come to our main pose. So really spread those fingers and elbows pointing out to the side. So let's use our core to lift your feet off the floor with the block. Inhale here, and exhale, pincer everything together. Pincer the knees to the elbows, the arms, the armpits. See how far you can slide it up your arms. Remember to breathe. Inhale. And exhale, just come back down, release the block, knees together, and just hug everything in for a minute. Lovely, let's go again. So, block in between the feet, knees open, sitting nice and tall, palms spread. Use the core to lift you up. Inhale. And exhale, pincer knees towards the armpits. See how different it feels from the first time we tried this. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Release the block down. Pop it to the side. Bring those knees together. Hug them in. And make your way to lying down on the floor. Just relaxing everything down. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Let's put our feet up like we're trying to walk on the ceiling. So we're walking on the ceiling. Then we're going to grab hold of the outside, the edges of our feet. And we're going to open up those knees. So the knees are sinking into our armpits, into our happy baby. So again, you can take a little rock from side to side if that's quite comfy. Just give the back a little massage whilst we're here. Just settle the shoulders down as well. Try not to peel any part of the upper body up. Really trying to sort of flatten the spine down to the mat. Work into those hips. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Release the legs. Hug those knees in. And let's do a circle one way. So just make really nice big circles with the knees. And the other way. Lovely. Just pop those feet down. Let's go into our reclined crow. So again, really think about just relaxing that upper body down to the floor. Coming back to your mime hands. So really think about spreading those fingers. Toes come together, knees open. And let's inhale, lift it off the floor. Exhale here. Inhale. And exhale, pincer everything together. Use that bottom part of the core to pull those legs up, up, up. The arms as high as they'll go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Release everything down. Bring those knees in and let's give them a little twirl again. So circle one way. And the other way. And then just bring your feet back down. We can do it one more time. So really think about engaging that lower part of the tummy. Okay. Spread fingers. Toes come together, knees apart. Inhale here. And exhale, bring them up off the floor. Think about switching that lower core on. Inhale here. And exhale, knees come all the way up, as far up the arms as you can get them. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Come down. Take any last circles that you need. And then we're going to make our way up to seated. So you can either roll onto one side and push your way up, or you can sandwich your hands in between your thighs and your fingers and make your way up. Either way, you're going to join me on all fours, curl those toes under, and we're going to come to balance on those feet. Lovely. See about how it feels. So you can take maybe one hand off, two hands off. Can we sit nice and tall? Just practicing our balance here. If you're keeping one hand on, that's absolutely fine. Even if you're keeping two hands on. Okay, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Hands on the floor and roll all the way up to standing. The last thing to come up is the head. And then you're going to come into your standing position. Feet are going to be at 45-degree angle. A little bit wider than hip width, but by now you'll know where your feet want to be. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit down into your Garland pose. Really make sure that bum's nice and low. Using the elbows. Inhale here. And exhale, push the knees to the back of the room. Sink that bottom nice and low. Let's take a few breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And let's exhale. Hands coming down, toes pointing the front. And let's just dangle here for a minute. Dangle down here. And then we're going to roll on up. Last thing to come up is the head. And let's turn those feet out again. Standing nice and tall. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit down, 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 down. Inhale here. And exhale, push those knees to the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And let's exhale. Hands come to the front, toes pointing to the front, and just lift the hips up and have a little dangle here for a minute. And then roll on up. Come all the way to the front of the mat, and let's step all the way back with that left foot. So step back as far, far, far as you can. Both of their feet are facing the front. Your hip headlights are going to be turned to face the front of the mat. Ooh. Your hands can be either up by your ears, just making sure you're relaxing the shoulders down, or they can be at your chest, whatever you fancy. So let's inhale, arms to wherever they want to be. And exhale, lunge forward onto that front leg. Really sit nice and low. Just take a little glance, make sure you're not overextending. Can you still see those toes? Is the knee stacked over the ankle? Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And that back leg's going to come all the way to the front to meet their back leg. Let's go over to the other side. So, opposite leg all the way back, toes pointing the front of the mat. Think about where your hands want to be this time. So, inhale all the way up to where your hands want to be. And exhale, sink into that front leg. Really think about not overextending. Sinking into those hips. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Back foot all the way to meet the front foot. And then just come to stand in the centre of your mat. We're just going to roll all the way down. Just see how it feels to dangle here for a minute. So we've had a few little experiments with our hands, whether we like them quite far out, whether we like them close to our feet, whether we like them wide, together. So we can do this 3 times. I want you to choose where you want your hands to be for each of the times. So choose your hand position now. Think about those nice spread hands. And then all we're going to do is let's come onto our tiptoes, holding the weight onto the hands and then back. And a few more. Coming onto the tiptoes and back. And once more onto the tiptoes and back. Have a little readjust if you like to. Move your hands and let's go again. So onto the tiptoes and back. Onto the tiptoes and back. Last one, onto the tiptoes, whoop, and back. And last set, so wherever your hands want to be. Let's go onto the tiptoes, all of the weight on the arms and back. Again, onto the tiptoes and back. Last time, onto the tiptoes and all the way back. Bring the hands to the feet. Turning the palms up and sort of standing on the palms. Give those toes a little wiggle. Again, careful if you've got rings on. Just give your toes a little wiggle, massage the hands.
So we're going to think about trying to pull those hands out from underneath your feet, and your feet aren't going to let it. So let's pull the hands out and relax. 2 more. Let's pull the hands and relax. And last one, pull the hands and relax down, release the hands. Lovely. And roll on up. Come to the very front of your mat. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold all the way down. Palms cemented at the front. And let's go left leg back, followed by right leg back into your plank. So really think about coming onto those tiptoes, pushing the weight into your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And let's exhale those knees all the way down. Spinning onto your bottom, preparing for boat. So we're going to try it once with the hands, once without. Choose whichever one you fancy today. So let's give those knees a little cuddle, hug them in, see where your hands want to be. If they want to be quite far up the elbows, if they want to be more intertwined around the wrists. So, most important thing, sit nice and tall. Okay, let's walk those knees, those feet in. Can we lift one leg off? Can we lift 2 legs off? Nice. Can we lift 1? Can we lift 2? Can we raise them to a little tabletop? Can we maybe straighten them? Really engage the tummy. Try and suck that belly button to the spine. Few more breaths in and out. Last one, in and release, come out. Just give those knees a cuddle, relax down for a second. Lovely. Let's try without the hands. So hands can be a little bit forward by the hips, wherever you need. Sitting nice and tall. Can we take 1 leg off? Can we take 2? Nice. Let's try them both at the same time. So 1 off, 2 off. Okay, can we reach them into a tabletop? Can we straighten them? Staying in whichever one you fancy today. Inhale, engaging that tummy, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, woo, shaking. Inhale and exhale, come on down, hug the knees in. Lovely, okay. Let's go into our all fours. So we're just going to practice the motion of sort of bringing our knees up onto our arms for our crow pose. So we're going to do it first of all on all fours, then from our plank. So the idea is you want to get your knee sort of onto your arm, so it's feeling really secure. You can give your arm a little bend, so your little bend in your elbow to get it up, but the idea is you want the outside of the arm. That's where the knee wants to be. So I'm actually going to turn around. This is my better side, so you can see what I mean. So we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale. Bring that knee all the way to the outside of the arm and down. Lovely. Go on to the other side and inhale. Bring it all the way up and down. One more on each side. Coming all the way up and down. And the other side. All the way up and back down. Lovely. Let's go from plank. So if you don't fancy it, just stick to all fours. Otherwise, join me in plank. Okay. Let's do left foot all the way up to the elbow and back. And the right all the way up and back. Okay, one more time each side. Left to the elbow, back. And right to the elbow and back. Lovely. Just sink down to those knees. Whew, it's hot today. Okay, so we have reached it. We've reached our final pose. So I've got a few different props that we're going to be using for this. So what I think is great is if you've got a block or a book, just to basically lift you up a little bit higher. Also, pillow, because it's more about the fear of basically face planting. So if you've got a pillow, more cushioning to ease into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in to, it's an in-between of our Garland pose and our squat that we did at the beginning. So coming into sort of our squat like we did, sitting nice and tall. And then we're just going to open up the feet. So the feet are going to be at 45-degree angle. We're going to take our block, put it in between our feet. Lovely. Our palms, nice and spread. So, planting the hands down. Might need to move back a little bit. We're just going to bring our toes onto our block, our book, whatever you want. And then our knees are going to sort of flop out to the side. We're then going to transfer our weight to our hands, and we're going to try and lift our knees onto our arms. We're going to be sort of looking straight ahead, more front of the mat than down. And you're just going to see how it feels on the block. And then come back down. So you can just sink into a child pose. So open those knees nice and wide. Just give the arms a little relax. Lovely. Okay, so if you quite like that, do that again. Otherwise, we're going to try it without the blocks. So I'll be honest, this is not my favourite pose. I'm not very good at it. So we'll see. If I face plant, we'll laugh together. So if you'd like to, keep the block there. So what, again, is really important, you want the knee on the outside. You want the fingers nice and spread. You want that little micro bend of the elbows pushing out. Okay, let's come into our little squat. Let's open the feet up so they're at a 45-degree angle. A little bit frog-like. Spread those hands. Okay, the trick is you want to first of all lift your bum super high, because that will help you get your knees high. So lift your bum super high, then you're going to transfer the weight to the front and your arms, bend your elbows, and then place them wherever they land. Walk the toes together, and we're going to practice taking maybe one foot off and then the other foot off. And we're just going to do that a few times. Lovely. And then come back down. So again, just sink into child pose for a minute. Rest the arms. Catch your breath. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to try the full pose now. So do whichever one you fancy, whether you want to try it on the block, whether you want to just practice taking your feet off one at a time, or whether you want to try taking two off at the same time. So, palms nice and spread. Let's go into our squat. Let's open up those knees. Feet at 45-degree angle. Back nice and long. Palms spread on the floor. Bum nice and high. Knees coming to the arms. Walk those toes together. And let's take one hand off. No, one foot off. And the other foot off. And now we're just going to see, can we take one foot off and then the other foot? Ooh. Into our full crow. Ooh. And come back down. Lovely. Let's spread those knees and relax into our child pose. Okay, so this is several attempts later. It really takes time learning all these new postures. You know, don't be hard on yourself, just keep on practicing, keep trying, and let's do it one more time. So, hands nice and spread, hips nice and high. Transfer the weight into the arms, micro bend in the elbows. Bring those knees down, as high up the arms as you can. And let's transfer the weight. Let's lift 1 foot off and 2 feet off. Keep that face nice and low. And come back down. Knees nice and spread. And let's sink into child pose. Amazing work. So we're just going to stretch out those arms a little bit, stretch out those wrists. So just coming to a comfy seated position. Just give those wrists a little circle. Be really gentle because we've got quite a lot of pressure and weight on the wrists. And then fists, really slowly just saying, well done wrists. Just placing the hand on top of each other, just pushing down very slightly, and then the other way. Nice. One more. And the other way. Okay. Let's bring left hand all the way across and stretching out those shoulders. One more nice deep breath here, in and release. Let's go to the other side. Right hand across, left hand pulling it in and out. Last one, in and release. A few little rolls backwards and a few little rolls forward. Just be really careful with those wrists now. If there's any tightness, just do a few more rolls just to loosen them up. And thank you so much, guys. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure doing this with you. It's helped my brain too with these really, really strange times. I hope everyone is keeping really well. I'm sending lots and lots of love and positivity to you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.